All right, good morning. So this morning we were harvesting more lettuce. We harvested about 4 pounds, and then I'm doing my turnips, and I wanted to just make a quick video on what to change for next year. With my salad, obviously I know I got to change my spacing. So what I'm gonna do is I've pulled some of these, and then I'm noticing the issue. They grew super healthy this year, but they were just spacing again, learning my spacing. So let's take a look. So you can see I just dropped seeds. I did a row and dropped seeds, and they grew pretty well. But I think if I had done it a little more cautiously or whatnot, they maybe would have grown a little better. And I say that having, pulled a dozen the other day, and here these are today. My cucumbers are starting to take over. I've got to make space. These guys are done and they store well, so I'm pulling them out. And you see my second round of radishes are coming in really well. I love these fingerling radishes. They grow quick and they're delicious. So radish will definitely be a big part of our event, our sales and stuff starting next year. As well as I think turnips. I like these things. They're really good. They're awesome pickled. But anyways, so yeah, next year, Josh, spacing, much better spacing. You can see how big the leaves are on this, and hey, he's pretty good size in there. And you got that little one next to it, just because he didn't have space, I think. So I'm pulling them all out. Alrighty. So that's what we're doing. And then I gotta go and I gotta harvest carrots, which when I get over there, we'll take a look at spacing. So spacing. All right, so we're on the carrot harvest. Now this is the side I did not thin, and here's what I'm finding. So as I'm harvesting, you can see they're really small, but look at how many are in there. So I definitely got to get better about spreading my seeds more evenly. I mean, they grew, but you got some like that. So to get a little more uniformed, even carrots, spacing. Again, spacing is key. You can kind of see them in there. So I saw some, I don't have any seeders or anything, but I did see some good ways on how to do this with like paper and a pen. So we'll give that a try here in the fall. I'm gonna try to do carrots again in the fall. Now I have not been over here to the ones that I thinned yet, but they already kind of look better. Let's see here. So a little bit more uniform, possibly. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I would say thinning is a good way to go. And just to confirm that, I can see I got this clump here. Look at the difference here. Thinning, not thinning. Literally is the only thing I did. And here, there's some good sized ones in there, but then you get that. And I think that that these carrots would have grown better. They were just thinned. So these twisted together, these nice and straight, almost the same size, perfect fingerling carrots. So thin your carrots. Good to know. Alrighty, so I'll do a garden update once I'm done. I gotta, there's onions in between here, so I'm not flipping this bed. I'm just pulling carrots out, give the onions a little bit. And then over here, I'm just gonna go add a little bit more compost on top, but this is really, I'm clearing it so that my melons, my cucumbers, they're starting to run through. They'll start climbing the trellis here as well. So just making space. Eventually, when I clear this bed here, this lettuce bed, I think peppers are gonna go there. In the meantime, broccoli's finally starting to show up. Tomatoes are growing. These guys, my 3 transplants, they look like they might make it. If they start to show signs of, disease or something, I'll pull them out. But all our tomatoes are really growing. This guy had some beautiful flowers. Hopefully we're getting pollinated, and we'll be in tomato season soon. So see the eggplant coming up really well. Those guys, that's awesome. I've been watering them with my vermicompost, neat, well, I shouldn't say neat. I just mix it with water. I don't add anything to it. I just dilute it with water, and I go water on the plants. I was a little concerned with burning and stuff because, you know, I don't know. But I'll give you a tour in the greenhouse, the seedlings I've been watering with it. So we'll go right there. All right, so let me show you in the greenhouse here. We have our peppers started. I've got a bunch of stuff started in seed form that's just coming up for like our kind of summer garden, late summer garden, I should say. But let me show you that. All right, so I do have more tomatoes in here, which are healthy, looking good. My pepper starts are still in here. They're coming up well. Another tomato up here. Some more tomatoes. My fig tree, which I can bring back outside. It's been cold here. Like it was 60 yesterday as a high. So, and then I've got another broccoli there. It's gonna go out. A couple Brussels sprouts. I was able to salvage a couple Brussels sprouts, and these guys I've kept in my greenhouse, and I've been watering them with my vermicompost. So here's some. I wonder if any of these are poking through yet. Oh, something over there's poking through. I've got artichoke in there and some other stuff, so I'm excited. But I'll show you basically my worm bin. A little bucket in there. We've been getting rain every morning, and so it's really hard to see from here. I'm sorry. There we go. I've had all this rainwater, and I kind of mix it in here. This is one from like 2 days ago. It might not be worth much now, but and then I've been watering that onto those, and it's been seemingly, I mean, everything's super green in there. So we will see, and we'll just continue on with it. But anyways, so we just picked 10 pounds of carrots, which is pretty cool. First carrot harvest ever. I just weighed them out in 2.5 pound bags, and this is just half. So this was the half that I did not thin. So we will, I'm probably gonna pick the other ones in a couple days or so. I want to get these ones out so I can thin my onions and see if they're gonna come in any better. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna gonna thin this row of onions, see if it's not too late. I'm gonna keep what I thin, that way I can use like the green chives and stuff. But these onions over here had a little bit more space, some of them, and they're bigger bulbs. They look a little healthier. These are growing great. They just need to be thinned out. So, and then I'm going to take a little bit of compost and sprinkle it in between there, and just kind of button that up so that it's kind of refed and replenished. And then we'll go from there. So, all right. So we're thinned out. We're all buttoned up. They have like another full month to go anyways. We'll see what we get. And I went and I just sprinkled a little bit of vermicompost and then some lobster compost. My compost isn't ready, my homemade stuff, so I'm still using store-bought. So I just kind of buttoned that row up with that. Who knows? Maybe that little extra fertilizer will help kick these onions into shape too. And these ones are doing okay. I didn't really mess with these too much. They were sort of planted in like pairs and stuff, trios at top. So they look good, they're growing healthy. I'm gonna kind of leave them be. But here's the bed so far, and in the next couple days I'll get to these carrots, the thinned out ones. They are definitely bigger. I can already see it. I think that's a tomato growing in there. Is this a tomato? What is this guy? Imitation tomato or tomato? It doesn't smell. That's strange. That is a carrot stalk. I don't know what this guy is. It is a tomato. There's a tomato growing right here. Interesting. So it must have been a seed. Actually, cool. Maybe that's one of those yellow seeds. I could have sun gold right there coming up. Who knows? When you get free horse manure, you never know what's going to come in it. Just like those guys, some sort of squash or cucumbers, or not cucumbers, sorry, squash, zucchini. I'm hoping they're yellow neck squash. I think that'd be great. That whole bed's going to become squash anyways, so whatever. Anyways, God bless. Until next time, this is Josh from the garden. God bless you. It's a good harvest day. I'm starting to weigh all my food so I can see kind of what I'm pulling out of here. And the Lord told me to grow 500 pounds of food this year, and then we'll go from there. So here we are. Praise God. God bless you all, and remember, He always comes first, so God bless.